Yo, what's good everyone? Icefall here with another video. Today I'm gonna show you the best loadout to carry in Fortnite competitive in Chapter 5 Season 4. This video is going to help you prepare for the current meta so you don't have to waste time deciding what to carry during tournaments. I'll break down the best weapons, rotations and healing items to carry in solos, duos and squads. Before we get into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. Okay, now first of all, let's talk about shotguns. Right now, we got 3 shotguns in the game. The Hammer Pump, the Gatekeeper, and the new Sovereign shotgun. So which one should you take? The Hammer Pump is a solid shotgun, but both the Gatekeeper and Sovereign outclass it in most situations. Now let's compare these two. Starting with the new Sovereign shotgun, it's a bit of a mixed bag. It has large magazine size with 6 bullets, a fast reload time, and a decent fire rate. However, it's really inconsistent when it comes to damage. One shot might hit for 150 while the next one only does for 30. I'm not a big fan of this inconsistency, but it does have a unique feature. If you aim down sights X ADS, it deals significantly more damage. It's kind of like a buffed tactical shotgun in that sense. On the other hand, we have the Gatekeeper. This shotgun is a beast in close range combat. It's consistent, hits hard, and a 2-shot burst is incredibly powerful. The downside, it has only 3 bullets, without the magazine attachment, so you can run out of ammo quickly if you're not careful. Despite that, I personally prefer the Gatekeeper. It just feels better overall and it's more reliable in those intense close quarters situations. I think it comes down to personal preference. So now let's talk about ARs. Currently there's 3 main assault rifles, the combat AR, the striker AR and the burst AR. The striker just outclassed the combat AR in almost every way, so let's focus on the striker versus burst. The striker AR has a high fire rate, low damage per shot and high recoil. It's good enough to be an SMG in those close fights, which is a big plus, but the burst AR is just better for most situations. It deals significantly more damage per shot and is much consistent, especially at mid-range. Plus, the Berserker is going to be your main weapons for Storm Surge this season, and is a must carry in my opinion. Personally, I'd go with the Berserker 100% of the time, unless I find a higher rarity striker, but this choice might come down to personal preference. Still, the Berserker is safer and more reliable option for competitive play. Now let's talk about the dual SMGs and the pistols. The dual SMGs are absolutely broken in close range fights. Their insane fire rate and high damage can shed through opponents in seconds. However, they're pretty useless at mid range, and with the current 2-gun meta, it's really hard to justify carrying them over a burst or a striker AR. With that said, the dual SMG might be viable in solo Victory Cup opens since there's no Storm Surge and every fight boils down to box fights or close range engagements. Having these in your loadout can be a huge advantage, but remember, you need to get in those situations first, so they're more of a niche pick for keying in open cups. As for the pistol, they're surprisingly really good this season. I've been really enjoying them, but they're kind of like a better version of the Deagle from last season. The fire rate, pull-out animation and overall feels much stronger, but like just with the Deagle, they're tough to justify in the 2-gun meta. We've seen pros carry similar weapons before, but I don't think pistols will become on this season. I don't recommend you rely on them either. Now let's talk about rotations. The jetpack is hands down the best rotational item this season, and it is the only one. There's a ton of broken things you can do with it, but I'm not going to release all the secrets to the public just yet. If you want a dedicated video on jetpack tricks, let me know in the comments below. But I'll give you an idea. You can use the jetpack to fly across the map, jump in the boxes with 0 counters, and so much more. This makes the jetpack an absolute must carry in your loadout. Now healing items. For the 2 other slots in your loadout, you should definitely carry a Flowberry Fizz. This item can be combined with the jetpack to cover even more ground during rotations. As for the final slot, you should prioritize Chuck Splashes if you find them. They're the best healing item overall. But the medkits, big pots and minis are all viable too. Ultimately, your healing choice might depend on what you find, but Chuck Splashes should be your go-to if you have an option. Okay, now let's talk about the recommended loadouts. For solo cups, opens, Gatekeeper, dual SMGs or Burstier, Jetpack, Flowberry Fizz, and Chuck Splashes. For finals, Gatekeeper, Burstier, Jetpack, and either Flowberry Fizz, Chuck Splashes, or Medkits, depending on what you have. For duos, the Fragger, Gatekeeper, dual SMG or Striker AR, Jetpack, Flowberry Fizz, and either Medkits or Chuck Splashes. For the IGL, Gatekeeper, Burstier, Jetpack, and either Flow Burfies, Chuck Splashes, or Medkits. For squads, use the same loadout as you would use in duos, with slight adjustments based on the team's strategy and roles. And that's it for today's video. I've given you the full meta loadouts for solos, squads, and these loadouts will give you a serious edge in tournaments and help you place higher in competitive play. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Fortnite tips and tricks. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Thanks for watching. I was Iceful. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.